everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be going over how I farm Primogems and how you can too. We will be going over 4 ways to make Primogems and the subsections of those 4 ways. So there's about 12 ways I'm going over how to make Primogems. Let's get right into it. The first way to get Primogems is exploration. In exploration I consider there to be 2 parts. Sigils and chests. I also include puzzles and chests to be the same thing because as long as you get a chest from it, that is what matters. If you have a treasure compass, you can use those, but it is not always necessary, and I would recommend just, especially when a new region comes out, just exploring it as it comes out because it'll really help you in the long term, especially in a situation like Sumeru where a lot came out over that period, and it took me forever to farm all that during Fontaine, but it worked out mostly because I have all of it at 100% now. So exploration is definitely important, but it's not the only way to get Primogems, so stick around. This next tip is to do events. Events, of course, are also important, and recently we've been having a lot of free Primogem events. Like, by exploring Natlan, we get those free Primogems from 5.1, and each new Natlan story quest, we get 60 Primos from just doing it within the time of the banner. Of course, you also have character trials, limited events. Character trials are definitely also important, so if you're not doing character trials, at least the 2 5-stars, then you're definitely missing out, so make sure you're doing those. 4-stars can also be handy, but they don't give Primogems, so just make sure you're doing at least the 5-stars. Limited events are also really exciting. You get to see the characters you love more, and you also get a lot of Primogems and other rewards. The next thing I would like to go over is actually quests. You may think that quests are boring, and yes they are, but honestly, if you have quests to do, I would just set like a few expectations over the next week. Like maybe I'll do 1 quest on Monday, and then the next Tuesday I'll do a quest, and then maybe Friday I'll feel like doing a quest. I would just set expectations over the week, and if you don't succeed with one of them, just put it off to the next day. But I think doing your quests is a great idea, because if 1 clears your quest log, and it 2 will give you Primogems, which is what we're going for here. Of course, they do take a while, and they're really boring, but I think in the long run it is worth it. I do recommend getting all your world quests done, but those are not the only type of quests you can do to get Primogems. Personally, I prefer hangout quests over story quests. I have all of them done for both hangout quests and story quests. I personally prefer hangout quests because they're more fast-paced and they give more room for lenience with not having to do a whole long story all at once. And of course you get multiple endings, which is definitely exciting too. Another great thing about hangout quests is they actually have more Primogems than story quests, because with story quests, I'm not sure if you get achievements, but for hangout quests you do get achievements. So it's about 70 or 80 Primogems from 1 hangout quest completed fully. And some of them are a little longer than others, but that's alright. One thing I do recommend for quests is to do them while you're not trying to pull for a character. When you are trying to pull for a character, you are wanting to get that quickly. You're wanting to get the Primogems quickly so you can get the character before the banner runs out. But if you're doing quests, you often are wasting time where you could be like doing chests and like exploration, which tends to be faster than quests in my opinion, or maybe the same amount of time. But it just feels slower to me. So I recommend if you're going to do quests and you want to get a character, don't wait till the character's already out and you lose the 50/50. I would recommend being over-prepared while there's not a character on the banner and using all these other methods while the character is on the banner. You're trying to clutch the last few Primogems. The last thing I'm going to go over is the other category, which I consider to be just random things. Of course, we have daily commissions and adventure rank, which you'll get naturally. I'd recommend doing your daily commissions every day regardless of if you feel like it, because they're so quick, and making sure to use your resin on days you feel like you can will make it so that you can make some condensed resin on days that you don't feel like doing a whole lot, and then you can just do your commissions like that. For adventure rank, you do get a few Primogems, so if you're early game, that is just something to keep note of. I don't think it's something I need to mention, but I thought I would anyways. And lastly, the things that I find are super exciting nowadays, they added a bunch of upgrades to the teapot sets, so you can now auto craft and auto buy the items for the teapot sets, so that way you don't need to like look around and figure out what you need and then forget what you need, and then it's like super annoying. Definitely make use of that new teapot feature and start making the teapot sets for your new characters and all your characters. This way you can get all those Primogems from those teapot sets, which if you're not already aware, when you do a teapot set, you get a set amount of Primogems per character who likes that set, and you just have them go into the set and then they give you free Primogems. So if you check the furnishing set, you'll see that a certain number of characters like this set. And if you put them in your teapot, they'll go over to that set and be like, oh, I like this set. And then they'll give you free Primogems for doing it the first time. So definitely doing that now, while they've added these new updates, is super helpful, so I definitely recommend doing that. The last thing I'm going to mention is actually teapot level. You can also consider TCG as one, but I know most of people don't like TCG. I enjoy TCG, so I have it level 10, but most people don't, so I'm not gonna put that too much forward. But I think TCG is also a good way to get free Primogems from just doing that. I'd like to also add that you can do Dragon Spine and the Chasm and stuff. And that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, I appreciate it so much. I really appreciate the support you guys have given me on my last video. It got over 2,000 views, and that's insane for my channel. And I appreciate it so much, and I hope you guys have a great day and you take care of yourselves. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.